Paul. Yeah. This idea of being an austere man, thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. Yeah. And he saith unto him, Out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore then gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required mine own with usury? And he said unto them that stood by, Take from him the pound, and give it to him that hath 10 pounds. And I said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you that unto every one which hath, yes, shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him. But those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Now there's this idea of being austere, and I'm not really sure the meaning of it. I'm going to look it up in the dictionary. Yes. But let's say I have the right to sue you. Poop. And you're very conservative in your investing. And you said, well, we are not going to support your rights. We are not going to enforce the laws, and you are not going to sue us because we are in authority in the United States. I'm going to say, I'm going to take that, yeah, which you have, yes, and then I'm going to use it and give it to those that will do what I say. Now, when I give you the evidence right now, um, I'm an austere man. Now, somehow I think like this individual in the parable. And this whole thought that, well, we're just not going to do what the law says. You're going to do what the law says. You're going to give me my sons. Yes. You're going to enforce the laws. I'm going to sue you. Yes. And I'm going to take from those, yeah, that said, well, we're just not going to do what the law says. Now, the United States has an obligation to support its laws. Yes. And for every elected oath of office that said, well, I do not have to do what the law says, you're going to find that I'm going to obligate you to do that. Okay? I'm an austere man. Now, for some reason, this isn't working very good. Well, I could use the other dictionary. Yes. Well, I think Jesus was actually talking to myself. Ooh. Now, today, yes, I'm going to want to speak to my sons. And as much as you dislike the thought of that, you're going to make it available, yes, for me to have my rights enforced and their rights enforced. Now, this austere, yes, it's stern in manner and appearance, yeah, thrifty, plain and unadorned austerity. Now, I am somewhat thrifty, yes. Some people would say I'm plain looking and unadorned, yes. I don't, well, I don't really wear rings. I left my wedding ring in the fifth wheel at 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Yeah. Now, if you've gone to Kingsway Foursquare, you might have heard that the Lord has need of your assets. Poop. You know, I know that Mike probably thinks that he's in control of the world, but I have a lot of lawsuits involving himself. Yes. And being that austere man that I am, yeah, I'm gonna want to do what I say. Now, for those in the police department, that thought we do not have to support the individual rights of United States citizens. I don't know why this is not working. Oh, you actually do. Oh, well, I'm going to make sure, yes, that every citizen of the United States is the actual child of their parents. Yeah. I'm going to go through all the child support. Yeah. I'm going to go through all the witches and children. Yes, he is. And then I'm going to find every child right now because you decided that you would use vaginas and sperm without the knowledge of the American citizens that you've been using. Now, for all of you that were given a certain amount of authority, yes, I had noticed that this idea of being austere is not popular among those that are politicians. Pooch, why don't you get me the mayors of every city right now? Listen, mayor. Okay. You have been legislating an immense amount of spending, thinking that the taxation of the population was yours to get, as long as you made it sound good. Oh. The truth of the matter is, every state of the United States has an obligation to be plain, thrifty, and frugal, austere. See, it seems that as long as you have the support of those that want you in office, there's there's an obligation to support them once you're in office. Yes. Now there are those that support the campaign contributions. Yes. There are the special interests. Yes. There are those that are your constituency. Now, somebody decided that we would just keep taxing the population without realizing the obligation that when it involves any tax,